Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Thursday Yanko back here with another video, and it's time to get on my Krispy Kreme. It's time to get on my Dunkin' Donuts, and what do I mean by that? It's time to glaze Jokic, unfortunately, because he's just too good. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? Nuggets fans, NBA fans, what do you want me to say? He's just that good. Probably the greatest talent that we have ever seen in the NBA. Currently, right now, he is averaging 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists. A triple-double. And he's shooting 57% from the field. And guess what? He's leading the league in three-point percentage. I think it's like at 58. What do you want me to do? He's on his way to his next MVP. He should be on his way to his 5th MVP, but he's on his way to his 4th MVP. And Jokic, he's that Ferrari and outside the bando. You know, that's what he is. The Denver Nuggets are trash. I'm going to talk about the Denver Nuggets as a whole. And unfortunately, the thing that I have always said about the Nuggets is that they should have never given Michael Porter Jr. that contract. I never thought that he lived up to that contract. I understand he was a young talent. He had injuries and they wanted to keep on their investment. But Nugget fans, don't attack me. Please don't attack me because this is just how I feel. I feel like he wasn't worth it. I don't think they should have paid Jamal Murray that much money. I don't think that they should have paid Aaron Gordon that much money. It just seems like they just keep trying to double down. It's like, dude, I get it. You have to constantly improve and improve. Like, the Celtics were just a super team, so they didn't really need to change nothing up. Like, the Nuggets, you were not a super team. You are a team that is well run, that is a machine that is operated off the greatness of Nikola Jokic. And without him, you know, you kind of fall apart. No, not kind of. You do fall apart. And if you got guys like Michael Porter Jr. that's not living up to that contract, you're terrible. And Jamal Murray has regressed. He's regressed. I don't know why, what happened, injuries. I don't know. But it just, I get it. You're supposed to pay your guys. But who else was going to pay these guys that money? Who else? But you guys, of course. You guys overpay. You guys overpay. I don't know why. You guys just overpay. I know it's this idea that, you know, if you don't pay them, then somebody else is going to pay them. Dude, y'all don't have to pay them that much money. You lost KCP and you lost Bruce Brown. Like, you're not the same team. You have gotten worse as a team by paying guys. The only person that deserves to be making that top money on there is Nikola Jokic. If you could pay him $70 million a year, he would be worth every dollar. But you can't. But my issue is the Nuggets have really been closing their own window. They're not getting better. They're getting worse. And the NBA is catching up to them. No matter how great Michael Malone is, how great Nikola Jokic is, I don't know. Well, I guess the good thing is the Timberwolves, in my opinion, have gotten kind of worse. But, you know, Anthony Edwards has taken a leap. So, you know, we'll see how that turns out in the playoffs. But the Nuggets have not gotten better. They have gotten worse. And it started with Bruce Brown leaving. You know, these guys, they don't want to spend money. And when they do spend money, they spend too much money on one guy that's not a superstar, that's not an all-star. And it's like, hello, I get it. The new CBA, I understand. But can we help Jokic, bro? Can we help Jokic? What can we do for Jokic, man? He is a generational, we're not even talking about generational. He is a once in a lifetime type of talent. We could say he's generational. Yeah, sure, fine. But it's like, he's like the Michael Jordan of fucking centers. I'm sorry, Hakeem. I'm sorry, Wilt. But we've never seen anything like this guy. He's a winner. He wants to win, no matter how much he tries to downplay it, whatever. Like, yes, he's competitive. And it's like, you guys have surrounded him with this team, right? And instead of the Nuggets wanting to retool, that's the one thing that the Nuggets do not do. You had teams like the San Antonio Spurs in the 2010s retool. The Warriors, retool. Like all these teams, like even the Celtics, retool. You keep like two kind of core guys, and then you trade the rest to improve the team. The Nuggets just want to keep all the core guys, even if they're not contributing enough to, I guess, justify keeping them or paying them an exorbitant amount of money through a new contract. It's like they're not retooling. They're just doubling down. And that's the reason why the Nuggets are not as dominant as they should be. Jamal Murray, not saying that you shouldn't have paid him, but it's like teams have to start doing what makes sense. If a player, dudes are getting paid based on what they did the season prior, not based on what they're doing now, not based on what they're showing themselves to be. Teams are not trying to be smart. Some teams are just not trying to be smart. Like, the Knicks overpaid for OG Anunoby for no fucking reason. Like, Jalen Brunson took less money for no reason. He's never going to live up to that contract. For what? Why did y'all have to pay him that much? Who else was going to pay OG that amount of money? Nobody. Now I understand the Raptors went quickly because, I mean, you got to hit the salary floor, right? But, I don't understand why teams are, I guess it's the agents. I don't know, but it's like nobody else is paying these guys that money. So why are you paying them? And it's the Denver Nuggets that's pissing me off because you guys should have been retooling. I'm not saying you could have kept Jamal Murray, but you had to get rid of Michael Porter Jr. You could have got rid of Aaron Gordon. You could have kept KCP. Like, that was just a non-negotiable just to keep him. But now you guys, like, you're stuck with Christian Braun, who is still improving, might I add, even though I'm just not a fan of him. But, you got guys, you have fucking DeAndre Jordan as a backup center for Jesus Christ. You feel me? They do have other young talent, but it's like the fact that you can't recruit vets to stick with the team. The fact that you can't rely on those guys for some reason, for no reason. It's like, dude, you should be able to have the money. I don't know who's doing the damn finances for the Celtics, but they need to hire a guy who's like just as good as Brad Stevens when it comes to their general manager, because right now they're cannibalizing themselves. They're keeping themselves in this, they're closing their own window by not retooling, because once you give these guys these contracts, nobody else is going to want. It's like the Milwaukee Bucks. That's exactly what they're doing. They're following the Milwaukee Bucks strategy. You have this great generational type player, right? And you think as long as you have this player, you still can get over the hump. You get, even though Michael Malone is a way better coach than Doc Rivers, but it's like you get this notable coach, right? Winning pedigree, whatever. But it's like, you just, okay, we're going to depend on Dame, depend on Jamal Murray, even though these guys have shown themselves to start regressing, but we're going to pay them anyway. Oh, you feel me? Brook Lopez, trash. Oh, we're going to extend him so we don't lose him for nothing. But guess what? Nobody else is going to trade anything for Brook Lopez because he's old, he's washed. You guys stick with these guys for too long, and then when they start being washed up, you can't get rid of them. And it's like, Michael Porter Jr., he's never going to live like Michael Porter Jr., Bobby Portis. Even I'm not sure who I would take. I'll probably take Bobby Portis. But it's like these guys not living up to their name. Even though the Bucks have gone on, a 5-game, 4-game winning streak, they're not going to do shit. We know this. But I'm more disappointed in the Nuggets because you guys look like y'all was about to revolutionize the game. And it's just, y'all fell into the same trap as people did in the past, sticking with players for too long. I understand you should be loyal. Nobody's going to come to Denver. Whatever. That's why you trade for guys. That's why you get their bird rights. Like, you trade for certain guys, and now you're wasting Nikola Jokic's prime. We're wasting Jokic prime. That's what we're doing. No, I don't want to pair him along with Luka. Luka is selfish. No, I don't. Like, I don't know who you pair him along with. Shit, maybe a LaMelo. That would be pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. You pair him along with somebody else. But right now, I'm disappointed in the Nuggets. I wouldn't be surprised if Jokic requested a trade. I wouldn't. Because they have I don't know what the fuck a trade package like that even looks like. But I mean, like, you're gonna have to gut everything. Like, I don't even know. I don't think there is a trade package for Giannis or Jokic. I think that it's just too. The asking price would be too much unless you just got a whole bunch of, like, say I can see OKC. I'm not gonna lie. You give up a little bit. Yeah, you give up that little bit so you can. Yeah, you give up Chet. You try to keep J Dub and Shea, but everybody else is up. You feel me? You get rid of Case and Wallace. You give up all those picks. Like, yeah, you get Jokic over there. OKC, nigga, you winning. Plain and simple, you winning. But all I'm saying is this: Nuggets fans, I've seen kind of disappointment. I've seen just ups and downs. Like, but the biggest thing that I want to say is just that Michael Porter Jr. contract. Like, and now the Aaron Gordon contract, and now the Jamal Murray contract. It's like you pay your core guys, but only one of your core guys is really, like, Jamal Murray. No disrespect, he's replaceable, man. What, you got a guy that's gonna, like, sure, you say the playoffs and stuff like that, but what if he's regressed so much? It's like, I'm just disappointed and stressed out when it comes to talking about the Nuggets because I'm disappointed in what they're becoming because I used to hate on them, and I know this would be the perfect time to go back to hating on them, but no, I want to see them do better. I want the fans to get what they deserve. I wanted the Nuggets to repeat, as a matter of fact, but we're back to segregation rings. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough road for them. I don't know what they can do. I don't know what they can do because it seems like they're stuck. You know, and nobody wants to hit that second apron. So we'll see what the Denver Nuggets do. I want to say shout out to Nikola Jokic for being the best damn player on the motherfucking planet. And, hopefully things change and get better for him because he deserves better. He truly does deserve better. He does. And I hope that he gets better. Peace.